Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, if you're Sean Diddy Combs, I guess you're doing a victory lap. They say you just got moved to Fort Dix prison. And I know what you're saying. Why? We were hoping he would actually go to like state prison. But apparently, legal experts are saying there's a reason for that. And we're about to get into this. First of all, Diddy is on the move, and his team is doing a victory lap. Let's also not forget that Diddy has been going in on his team, according to reports, for not making good of the $20 million he paid them. Judge Aaron said he wouldn't recommend Fort Dix, but he would recommend a Northeast facility. The only problem was, why did he get sent by Fort Dix? It's not because he did anything special. It's not because they took pity on him. It's because, right? Because he had a shorter sentence. People are saying that's why he got sent to Fort Dix, because they worry about prisoner safety, or people with very short sentences get sentenced to medium security prisons where people are doing life. Oftentimes, violence erupts from that. But let's get into this because there's a little bit more. They're saying Sean Diddy Combs is all checked in at his new home for the next 2.5 years. He's begun serving his federal prison sentence. Law enforcement tell us that Diddy was transferred to FCI Fort Dix in New Jersey early Thursday morning and began the check-in process. Remember, this is the prison he requested to serve his time at after Judge Aaron sentenced him to 50 months in prison. The Federal Bureau of Prisons ultimately granted Diddy's request. Now, I don't think the prosecution objected to him going to Fort Dix. I wonder if they had objected, would that have made a difference, or would it just made them look super, super petty? I would have hoped they would have looked super, super petty. They're saying the Mogul's legal team said Fort Dix is the best landing spot for Diddy because he'll be able to address drug abuse issues and maximize family visitation rehabilitation efforts. Does anybody think about his victims? Do any of his victims live in New York? Does Cassie live in New York? Because at the end of the day, this sounds like to me, Diddy wanted Fort Dix because he wanted a hold on the chokehold that he has in New York City. And also, how does his family live in New York? Are they going to permanently move to New York? How, when both their houses are in Staten Island and in California, unless they got to rent those out? Where's everybody staying at? I'm just saying. Anyway. Diddy has been in the infamous Brooklyn MDC since September 2024 when he was arrested and held without bail pending his criminal trial. And there's no doubt he'll be living in much better conditions now that he is in Fort Dix. Well, how does everybody feel about that? Fort Dix is super low security. Usually it's for non-violent offenders. Diddy was a violent offender, right?